Hey guys, Brett Okamoto here, gearing up for UFC 269. It is, of course, the UFC's last pay-per-view event in the calendar year of 2021, and it is a big one. It has two title fights at the top of the bill, headlined by the lightweight title fight between Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier. Poirier trying to finish off a monster campaign this year. 2 wins over Conor McGregor in January and July, and now trying to win the Undisputed Championship for the first time. And in the co-main event, you have the GOAT, the Lioness, the dual champion, Amanda Nunes, defending her 135-pound title against number 1 contender, Julianna Pena. So as we often do ahead of these big title fights, we are going to take a look at the numbers behind the fights. Of course, these stats are always provided by ESPN Stats and Info. Take a look. Well, the UFC lightweight champ Oliveira, he is a finisher. 17 finishes inside the octagon. That is the most in UFC history. 14 of those 17 finishes have come by submission. That is also the most in UFC history. And to break it down for you, there's 5 guillotine chokes, 4 rear naked chokes, 2 anaconda chokes, 1 triangle choke, 1 armbar, and 1 calf slicer. Oliveira also has 17 post-fight bonuses. That is the second most in UFC history, just one shy of Donald Cowboy Cerrone. And quietly, Oliveira is in the top 10 of the most wins in UFC history, period. He has 19 wins in the UFC. That is tied for 8th most in the company. I'll tell you who's also in that top 10 though, Dustin Poirier. He has 20 wins inside the UFC, and that is tied for 5th most in UFC history. And Poirier is no slouch in the finishes department either. He has 13 finishes. That is tied for 6th most in the company history. 10 of those by knockout or TKO. That is tied for 6th in the promotion's history. And Poirier, man, we know he has done a lot of work inside the octagon. He has landed 1,527 strikes in his UFC career. Only 5 other fighters have landed more. And Poirier is one of only 3 UFC fighters in the modern era with 1,500 significant strikes and 25 takedowns. Can you guess the other 2? It's former champions Frankie Edgar and Michael Bisping. Double champ Amanda Nunes, we know about her power, but look at these numbers. 5 career knockdowns, that is the most among women in UFC history, and 3 career knockdowns at bantamweight, that is most in the division history. So Nunes, of course, very dangerous on the feet, but she's also good at controlling her opponents. She has the 2nd most time in top position in UFC women's bantamweight history with 36 minutes and 28 seconds. The highlights are usually of the Lioness's striking, but she has good wrestling as well. 19 takedowns, that is the 2nd most in UFC women's bantamweight history. She can also defend those takedowns. She has a 77.3% takedown defense in her career. That ranks 3rd in UFC women's bantamweight division. So how does Julianna Pena pull off the upset? Most believe it will be with her wrestling. She has 15 takedowns in her UFC career. That is tied for the 3rd most in the division's history. She has a 53.6% takedown percentage. Pena has accumulated 29 minutes and 31 seconds of top control position time. That ranks 5th most in the division history.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.